All right, hey YouTube, how you doing? It's Max. Forget which installment of this devlog we're in. I think it's around like mid-teens, like 14 or something. Pretty much what I've done these past couple days. It doesn't seem like it's a lot. It's three things, but I guess it's a little bit more than it kind of appears. So first of all, I've done names, and so names are pretty much I've been working on NPCs a lot. And so with names, I made a video about how I kind of do names and kind of go to like name generator sites. I gotta close a lot of that stuff. But go to like name generation sites and pretty much compile a bunch of names and then put them into a sheet, and then you can do like a random number generator and roll for them. So how I kind of plan on doing this is each region has like specific flavors of names um, that I'm gonna have, and I have 20 male names, 20 female names, and 20 last names. So I can kind of just pick from those as I'm creating NPCs. So that's kind of like one of the steps to doing that. Just kind of the flavor of the name, so I can later fill each NPC with like a real name, so it's not just like man, if you know what I mean, or like woman or child. So I'll eventually do stuff like that. I made a mansion mini quest. So if we go into the game, if I can find it here, um, to the east. So I think that's E4 or G4. Yeah. So I made this little mansion, um, right here, and it's pretty much just this little quick quest, just to kind of test out quest making. I haven't made it like a quest log or anything like that yet, but pretty much you kind of approach this mansion. You'll just kind of stumble upon it, and feel like I need to change these things here. I need to put something there because I think you can walk through the gate. Maybe I'll just make like a non-passable or something. Um, but I'll do that another time. Uh, so you pretty much just talk to this guy. I'll probably eventually have like a little like exclamation mark icon that will like denote that it's a quest, or maybe I'll have like a mini map eventually that will like inform the player that there's a quest there. Anyway, you pretty much this kid, a bully kicked his ball over the fence, so you have to go retrieve his ball. This is a sort of like the witch's house quest in RuneScape, but a little bit different, a little bit shorter, I guess, and different bosses and stuff like that. So you can kind of like explore this house. If you go to this gate, it says that the gate's locked, so you have to try and figure out a way in to get the ball. So you can click on the sign. It says Lord McBain's residence, so it kind of gives you a name of who lives here. Um, Eventually, what I want to do is I want to create an NPC in the government building over here, and one of the people in there will be Lord McBain, just to kind of give you some context of like who lives there, someone from the government building. Anyway, if you're exploring, you might see some crates over here, and you'll be like, you search the crate, and you don't find anything of value, and you can start searching these bushes, and you can find a key in here, and this key will grant you access to the house, so the gate will go away, and naturally you'll be like, oh, maybe this is the ball, and it's just a healing flask that heals you 50. So you still don't have the ball. You can try to open this door, but it's locked, and then you realize there's a shed over here, and looks like whoever was here last forgot to close the door. You hear some sounds going from within. Do you want to enter? And you can enter, and there's a mysterious figure here, and he's trying to break into this house, into this shed, Lord McBain's shed, and he's looking for something very valuable that I want this kind of MacGuffin item to be more of a relevant item in the future, and that this is kind of an introduction to a more um, mythical item, if you will. So, like, it's this kid who lost his ball, kicks it over, use that as kind of a catalyst to start this secondary quest where there will be this item that Lord McBain has that this shady guy wants, and you don't really know a whole lot about the item yet. You just know that this other guy wants it. And this guy doesn't have any stats right now, so you can just destroy him for the sake of testing out this quest. But pretty much it's like an introduction to this new faction of people who I guess are looking for this item. So you get that information, you find the boy's ball, you leave the shed, and you return the ball to the boy. So that's pretty much quest complete. You get a little jingle. So just playing around with quests now, and then the boy leaves the scene. So now, after doing that quest, you have access to this mansion. You don't have access to the building yet. I don't know what I want to do to grant access to this building. I'm thinking about having some sort of rapport system where if you get enough rapport, you can have access to it. But there's an item that you were able to get in here. It might not be a potion uh, when I'm done with this, but I just had a potion item. Figured I'd just put something there as kind of like a red herring, and then you go into the actual shed, and there is no longer a guy here. I'm thinking about maybe like you put like a little Easter egg in the closet or something, but yeah, so that's like the quest um, thing right now. Another thing I was kind of working on is what was it? NPCs. So NPCs, sorry, are gonna be throughout the entire game. And if you open up the game folder here, and let's see, images, this folder right here. So this is gonna be my custom uh, characters kind of folder. So as you can see, I have like all these NPCs for the town or for the city of Castleguard. So I've got commoner boy, commoner girl, common man, old woman, woman, young woman, and then I have the same thing for nobles. So I want to have about 16 kind of. I know this is a lot, but I figured you won't have like probably you won't have 16 characters on one screen, so it's enough kind of diversity to make it so every character feels a little bit different. This coupled with the whole names thing I've got here, so if we go into Castle Guard, I'll name some of these characters a little bit differently, and so yeah, so I'll have I guess unique looking NPCs. Um, but most of the NPCs, if we go into here, this is someone else from a different region, but in Halloween, because Halloween is going to be something else. But you've got let's see, I think this is like if you go to young woman, I guess it's not loading. Let's try it one more time. Yeah, so this would be an example of one character. We've got all the different like battle icons here. This is the face image. We've got the walking kind of stuff, when they're walking. This is when they're damaged. I don't know if I'll need that. And then this is the battle kind of stuff. So if they're ever in a fight, this is what they'd look like. All the different things. So we've got like young woman all the way up to old woman. And they have similar outfits, so you can tell all the people from Castle Guard are kind of wearing blue. If we go into male, we can go over to Castle Guard and see commoner young man. So they're all kind of wearing blue outfits. All the commoners are wearing are are kind of like brown hair, green eyes. I just kind of have that for consistency purposes. Um, Whereas like all the nobles, they have slightly more elegant outfits in Castle Guard. So like a nobleman, he's blonde hair, blue eyes in Castle Guard, still wearing blue. If we wanted to go to a different place like Doriconia, and we wanted to see a nobleman, this is kind of what we get. So a little bit different, but more of like a red thematic. And then if we went to a commoner young man, he kind of has a little bit more uh, I guess, faded red hair. So they have a lot of red hair in Doriconia. And these are just kind of like examples of NPCs that will, I guess, populate the town, the denizens of the area. So um, we'll have like hopefully 16 models per region. We might add a little bit of more, a little bit more, a little bit less, and it will be kind of like if I wanted to add new NPCs, I could just slightly change the hairstyle or something just to kind of add another new NPC. But these are kind of like the bases that I'll use to populate the town eventually. I'm not completely done with it yet, but so while it's not a lot on paper. It's just these three things. It kind of takes a little bit of time to make a mini quest and kind of create these this art for these NPCs and create the spreadsheets for the names. So, um, yeah, that's I guess what I got. It's kind of a shorter one than normal, but yeah, staying tuned. I am planning on helping. My brother watched one of my city skylines videos, and so I might be doing like a project with him on helping him kind of create a city and city skylines for something he's working on. So I might be interweaving some of those. I'm thinking about like documenting the process of creating that just to I guess, document for the purposes. That's kind of the point of this channel, just to kind of document stuff like that. But yeah, creative projects and whatnot. So I'll probably upload some city skylines videos of creating that city. But yeah, other than that, have a good day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.